Hello first grade mathematicians, this is Mrs. Munoz. I'm your math teacher and I'm really excited to have you in my class this school year. So this video is essentially just going to be talking about how to work within our class. I know that you all went through the orientation already for IA Campus and Genius, so this is really just going to be about how to function within our class. Alright, so our very first tab here when you first come into the class is our home page. I'll be replacing this orientation video phrase right here with this video so that you can access it whenever you want. It will always be on the home page. You'll notice here on the home page there are also recent announcements. I will always have the first 3 announcements that I have published out to the class, important information available for you to click here. Or if you want to see past announcements or anything like that, then you can click here on announcements. Click here. And then you'll be able to view the announcement that's there. I provide an announcement once a week, so it's important to keep up with that information as I provide information about deadlines, MAP, upcoming things, so please make sure that you're keeping up with all of that. Here I've got modules is our next thing, and this is where you'll be spending the bulk of your time. So checking out modules. Our first module is our Written Student Learning Plan, or WSLP module, so please be sure to read through this information. View each page. You need to view each of these in sequential order, and then at the end there is a check for understanding type of quiz, so please make sure to complete that. A lot of this is going to be for parents, and then parents making their students aware at the first grade level. Once you've completed that, then you will have access, because you need to do the prerequisite first, you'll have access to the Everyday Resources module. And then the following modules become available to you as well. Alright, so there are several ways that you can navigate within the class. So you can click on the very first page that is available to you. You can scroll down and click Next at the bottom of the page to move on to the next page. Or you can go back over to modules and it shows you that we viewed these 2 pages, which now makes this page available to you. Little green check marks because you've completed those requirements. So the syllabus might be something that you want to print off. The learning plan contract is absolutely something that you will want to print off along with the calendar, which is in Everyday Resources. Those 2 things will be very helpful to you. The learning plan contract tells you each week what needs to be completed in both IA Campus and in Odyssey. So let me go ahead and jump back over to modules and show you where the link for Odyssey is. Odyssey is our online textbook, so essentially you're going to go over to Odyssey each week, complete some lessons, and come back and show your understanding in IA Campus activities and quizzes. So the link is right here, and once you've kind of viewed things in a certain order, you'll be able to access that link. And the link will take you directly over to Odyssey. The appropriate lessons will be there for you. You'll complete those lessons and then come back over to Odyssey or over to IA Campus to complete activities, practice activities, and summative assessments or quizzes showing you what you've learned. So that link is here, and you'll be expected to work in there at least every week. LPC tells you what lessons to complete in Odyssey, but so does the learning target and success criteria and standard self-assessment pages that are each week. So we try to have things kind of broken out by what is each week to also support, make sure that you completed everything that you need to complete in a certain order. So then you'll see as you move forward, as things are viewed, then more things become accessible to you. Once you've completed a module, then you can go ahead and close that module by using the triangle over here, and that kind of helps give you a little bit more visual space for the next things that you're working through, but that you can always open them back up if you need access to them again. Okay. So scrolling down, you'll see that again that I have the learning target, success criteria, and standard self-assessment. That's going to be every single week. Students will look at their learning target or the topics that they're learning about, kind of think about what they know, what they want to know, what, how far a level of mastery they feel like they have already, self-assess, and then they'll be able to move forward into other activities. There will be a math in real life discussion board every week where they will think about the learning target, how that topic is used in real life. There will also be a conference reflection, which is actually, this is just a reminder, the reflections are all the way down here at the bottom of the page. And these become available as we have conferences. So our first conference will be September 13th, next week on Wednesday. And you will be able to access this, write 3 sentences about what you learned from the conference, either through attending or watching the recording of the conference. The recordings only last 2 weeks, so you'll want to keep up with this, because once those 2 weeks are up, the reflection also closes, so you'll want to keep up with those. The reason why these are not built into here is because if you fall behind, you should still be keeping up with the conference reflections. Or if you're working ahead, the conference reflections could keep you from being able to work ahead, which we don't want. So they're in a separate module down here. You can also access them through discussions right over here. All right, so I think we have just about covered everything. The last thing here is your grades. So as things are completed, you'll see the score that you have received here. So right now we have no grade because nothing's been completed. And then you can also see that things are organized by due date. You can also organize them by module or assignment group, but due date seems to be the most helpful way to organize your grades. Now, once you have some grades in here, it's important to come in and calculate all your grade based off of only what's graded. So that would be able to tell you, that would essentially put zeros in all of the assignments that you haven't completed to give you a better and more accurate understanding of your grades at this time. All right, I think that is everything. If you have questions, please message me or email me. I check those very regularly, or bring your questions to virtual sessions. Thanks so much, and I'm really excited to have you in our class this year. Bye-bye.